Hey there, everyone. This is Mrs. Widona again, and I'm here to talk to you about Google Classroom and show you a couple of things that you may find useful and maybe you didn't know about. If you've seen my previous two videos on Gmail and Google Drive, you'll know that I always like to begin from Gmail. So I log into my Gmail first, and then from there, I'll open any other apps that I need. And if you don't know how to do that, you go to the little dots that are here in the upper right corner. And then from here, you can open different apps, right? So instead of having to open a tab and say, Google Docs or Google Slides, you can just open it from here. So from here, you can open your Drive, and it opens a new tab with your Google Drive. And then you can also open Google Classroom. Initially, it will show you all the classes that you are enrolled in or have joined. Um, so here are the ones that I currently have. I'm enrolled in two, and then I manage two other ones. So I'm going to show you a couple of things, especially how to turn in assignments through Google Classroom to make it easier for your teachers. Some of you email the assignments directly, but that makes it very difficult for your teachers to keep track of them. So I'm going to show you a couple of different things that you can do when you're turning in assignments. So one is um, how can you see the assignments that you're missing or that have been assigned? I joined this class so I can show you. So I'm going to show you through here. Okay, so let's say you're like, there's too much information. I don't know how to find the assignments. You can scroll and read what has been assigned, but maybe you're behind in a couple of assignments. The easiest way is to go to classwork. Okay. And well, you can see here all of your assignments. But what I wanted to show you is if you want to go directly to the assignments that have been given to you, you would actually go back to here. Um, Instead of going into the class, you would click this little icon here, and this takes you directly to the assignments. So you'll see that it shows that I'm missing all the assignments because I just joined this class and I'm not actually part of this class. It's just for demonstration purposes. But you can see all of the ones that have been assigned. You can see if any have been returned once they've been graded by your teacher, and you can see which ones are missing. Okay, so again, missing a lot, but hopefully this is not what yours will look like. You'll be turning in your assignments on time. I just want to show you what you can do to turn in your assignment through Google Classroom. So you find the assignment, let's say that you're going to work on, you click on View Details. So obviously you would read everything that your teacher is asking you to do, right? And there's a couple of things that you can do. And it doesn't mean you're submitting your assignment. So one is you can write a class comment. Maybe you have a question that you want to ask your teacher through here. You can. So you could type the comment here. Whatever you write under class comments, everyone can see, right? And they can reply to you. If you want to send a comment to your teacher privately, you would do that here under private comments. And this will only go to your teacher. So maybe, again, if you want to ask a question, but you don't want your classmates to see it, you can do it here. Here she has posted pictures of what she's looking for, not pictures, but what she's looking for specifically. So you would obviously read everything once you're ready to submit your assignment. Obviously, you wouldn't just mark it as done. Let's say you wouldn't email it to her and then come here and mark it as done. You would actually attach your work through Google Classroom. And there's a couple of ways that you can do that. When you go to add or create, so let's say she asked you for a video. And you have it in your Google Drive. So you would probably share the link to your video. So you would go to add or create and you would click on link, right? And you would copy the link. Or if it's in your drive and you don't have a link, you can go to Google Drive, right? And then you would browse through your Google Drive, right? And you would select the video, okay, that you're sharing. So you would say insert, right? So now the video is here. Let's say there's multiple things you need to do. So multiple things you need to submit. So then you can add more. If this is it, if this is the only thing you have to do, then you would click turn in and your teacher would be notified that the assignment is done, right? Through Google Classroom. And then she would be able to grade it and return it to you. Let's say it's asking you to create a Google Doc, right? So it's not something that you've already made. It's not a picture that you've added to your drive. It's not a video that you recorded and uploaded. there's another way that you can do that. So you can go to Add or Create, and you can open a Google Doc from here directly, a doc, slides, sheets, document, or drawings. So let's say you go to create a Google Doc. It will automatically create a document for you with your name and the title of the assignment. So this will make it very easy for your teacher to know what the assignment is about. So you'll notice it has your name and it has the title of the assignment. So you would, type up your assignment, whatever it is that your teacher's asking you for. And then the really neat thing here is you can actually turn it in through Google Docs. Once you're completely done with the assignment, because you opened it through Google Classroom, there's a button here that says Turn In. So if you click it, it will turn it in through Google Drive. But let's say you're not done with your assignment in one sitting and you're going to come back to it. You can go back and you'll see here that it just shows that the document has been attached. But obviously you wouldn't click turn in until you're 100% done with that assignment, right? And then you would click turn in and then your teacher will get it. So that's the easiest way, and that's really what your teacher wants you to do. This is how your teachers want you to submit your assignments. Don't email them, submit them directly through Google Classroom. So I'm just going to take this off. Obviously, this is just for demonstration purposes, and close this. So that's one. Now, your teacher may create different types of assignments. I'll show you a different one. So I'll go back to classes. So this is another class that I'm part of. This is for teachers. If I go to here, open your work, right? You'll see that, again, I have turned in a couple, but I'm missing a few. So let's say I wanted to answer this one that I'm missing. You'll see that this one's actually different. This one is not something that I have to attach because this was just a question, right? So I can just type in my answer here, and then once I'm done, I would click turn in. So it just depends on the assignment that your teacher is requesting. I imagine a lot of them will require some type of document that you'll need to attach, so it'll be the one I showed you before. But sometimes you'll just have to type in your answer. And then I'll just quickly show you what it looks like for us from the teacher perspective. I'll show you my community class. So here is something, it was just a question that I posed, right? And I can see very quickly who turned it in and who's missing. And I can see, what they turned in. If I click individually, each one, this was just for a quick Google Meet towards the end of the year. But this is what it looks like for a teacher. So this makes it a lot easier instead of having to go through their email to look for your assignment, right? So this is what your teachers want you to do. And this is it. That's it. That's all you would do. Here is another thing that you can do. So if you click this folder, it says open folder, right? So this is your Google Classroom folder in your Drive, okay? So here you will also find any documents or files that you've created. This can also help you organize and find your documents. So I'll back up a little bit and I'll show you how you can find this. So under Drive, under your Google Drive, there is a folder called Classroom, and this refers to Google Classroom. So when you click on it, you will see all the different classes that you are a part of. So if you go to your 8th grade orchestra, this will show up however your teacher has named it. So if you go into here, you'll see any work that you have created for her, as long as you've done it through the Google Classroom like I showed you. And then you'll be able to see other ones. I don't think I have work created, but I've assigned work, so it'll just look a little bit differently. If I go in here, you'll be able to see stuff that I've uploaded for this Google Classroom and different assignments that I've done. So that's that. Let's see, go back. I think that's it. I can go quickly through some other things that you can do. Obviously, this is what we call the stream. So this is where you'll see in order. So you'll see newest assignments at the top, and then as you scroll down, you'll be looking at older assignments. So this you can scroll and you can see. Sometimes it's not assignments. Sometimes teachers just post an announcement, right? And they just want you to read it. If your teacher has enabled comments, you can comment on here, and your teacher will be notified. And that's pretty much it. So just your stream, classwork. Again, if this seems a little bit overwhelming for you, then you can always go the other way, like I showed you, and open your assignments directly and then just see what is due, okay? And that is it. I think that's all I have for you as far as Google Classroom. I hope you found this helpful. Thank you for listening.